Hello, good people. This is Sam here at She Does the Most, and today we have an After the Pen for the last week of February going into the first week of March. And this was decorated as a birthday spread for my daughter who is turning 8. So let's jump right into it. We are going to get close, and I am going to fold this page. For some reason, I can't write with the page directly, in front of me. I have to have it turned to the side. And I'm going to be using the Friction clicker pen. This is a 0.5 millimeter. So for the first time in a long time, I did not white out this top section just because I didn't have anything to cover it with. And so I am going to fill out these weekly priorities. I'm going to begin because we need to get Man's prescriptions. Then secondly, I need to pick up the cupcakes for Olive's class. And lastly, our priority is get to Great Wolf Lodge. That is the weekend trip that we're going to be taking. So for Monday, I need to, it is important. I need to call the pharmacy and call pulmonology about his meds that are messed up and called in incorrectly, which is unfortunately not a new situation. In between calls, though, I am going to watch The Last of Us and watch all the reviews. I think part of watching shows now that I enjoy the most is actually watching the reviews and analysis on YouTube. Some of those people are just so knowledgeable and are able to find like the most amount of intricate clues in everything. So I really like watching what they put out. Some of the YouTubers that I watch the most is, of course, the New Rockstars channel. I really like Eric Voss and MT and what is her name? Jessica Clemens. So I like those three on New Rockstars. And then I also like watching Struggle Nation. It's these two guys from Philadelphia, and I have to watch them with my headphones on because their language is bad, but they're actually really entertaining. They're also really positive. I think a lot of people watch shows and they try to be really critical. They try to analyze and pick apart everything, but the channel, they usually like everything that they watch. I want to use up some of these food icons that I purchased from the Dollar Tree. just to add some interest, this is what the sheet looks like. But I ordered pizza for Olive's class, and I need to confirm with the cafeteria. Hopefully that's spelled correctly. With the cafeteria that the pizza order is in, because I submitted the form and I never heard back from them. And that is it for Monday. For Tuesday, I need to plan. So on top of having this planner, that is just my personal planner, I also have a big dry erase family calendar that's part of a little command station in my dining room. And that shows the family all of the appointments that are coming up, anything that's going on with school. Oh, speaking of, I have to go back up to Monday because Monday is early release. I don't really know why it's not a holiday. Probably some school testing needs to go on. So it's early release and they get out at 12:30. So anyway, on Tuesday, I am going to update the family calendar. It's also useful for the nurse to see what doctor's appointments that we have coming up that she may need to go to, and just planning as far as, okay, what is that day gonna look like if she needs to just come in and start packing him up with his travel medical equipment to be able to go out, or am I going to be leaving with Delilah because she has a doctor's appointment, and so that means that she'll be in the house with him by herself. So the calendar is very useful for everyone. It's kind of difficult to plan too far ahead in that calendar. In here I have sticky notes that I can plan months out, but that family calendar is just 1 month at a time, and I'm going to update it on the 28th so that it'll be ready to go by the 1st. And also on Tuesday, I have training. I'm going to use this cute little girl because there is virtual but live foster care training, and that is at 7 p.m. Okay, then for Wednesday, bright and early, there is a meeting. So at 9 a.m., I have a DFACS and agency. Home visit. And the DFACS person will actually be virtual, but my agency is coming to my house, and that's going to be at 9 a.m. in the morning. I like being able to get it over with. Something else that I need to get done. I'm going to put this little done sticker. Is pick up one of Man's inhalers is ready at the pharmacy, and also pick up the cupcakes. For Olive's class. Also, her study group has changed times. So her Wednesday study group usually starts at 4:30, but it's being pushed back to a 5 o'clock start time. Study group time changed, and it's going to be 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. But I can share a story about how we were in a frenzy for camp. So I'll use a different one since I already used purple. So camp, I registered Olive just for one camp. It's actually a fashion design camp, and I thought it was a really cool opportunity. But her friends in her study group, their parents registered the girls for camp, and they were just like, oh, all the girls should go to camp together. So my phone was going off, and I just heard, and it was one mom, and they're looking at camps, and then registration opened, and she signed her kids up at a specific location for a certain day, and then a second one did, and then so I don't really need that much camp time over the summer, but I was just caught up in the frenzy of camp registration opening, and I registered Olive for 2 weeks of camp as well so that she can do it with her friends. But it was really funny because we were registering and then texting pictures of our confirmation so that we could see what kids had camp which day. But it was really helpful, and I'm glad that she has like a really central circle of friends, and I'm glad that, you know, I get along with the moms as well, so it's enjoyable to be around them. So this day it was register girls for camp. So it's going to be super fun for her this summer. And that is it. So I am going to zoom out a little bit so that you can see what this page is looking like. And I am going to flip, and we are going to start up here on Thursday. So the 2nd is my baby's birthday, my first baby, and she is going to be 8 years old. So this is absolutely crazy, but so exciting. She is so fun, so interesting, so smart. Not that I had really a lot of expectations, but she's definitely exceeded all of my expectations. So we are going to notate that this is Olive's 8th birthday. Also, I am bringing those cupcakes to have lunch with her at her school. And put that over here. So lunch at 10:55 a.m. And I'm bringing Delilah with me. So all of the kids are going to love seeing the baby and picking her up and playing with her and all of that during their really quick lunch. So also that Thursday, I had work. Sorry, that was a little off screen. I'm going to put this little screaming and crazy baby thing. Although this is not what it's like at all, I do need to order oxygen. So oxygen deliveries are every other Friday. And the order has to be in by Thursday. And I need as much oxygen as possible because we are going to be leaving the weekend, and I have to bring everything. His little cylinders, his small cylinders, all of it. I'm using a lot of this person, but that is okay. I'm gonna put this one over here. My parents' certification is up. My parents do respite, so they just do short-term overnight babysitting for foster parents that need to either travel for work or go on vacation or just need some time off. And their recertification is up, so I need to help them recertify. And it is a lot of paperwork. My parents are not very tech savvy, so as far as getting the forms, printing them, they fill them out and I scan them and upload them to their portal, and it is just tons and tons and tons of paperwork. So that's what we are doing on Alu's birthday. On Friday, note that the oxygen was delivered. I needed 5 canisters. And so we're going with 7. So we're going with all the oxygen that we have in hopes of getting through. And then, because we are leaving first thing in the morning, well, yes, we are. Make sure, oh my goodness, this is why I use an erasable pen. Make sure all bags are packed. We are only taking 1 bag for the 5 of us, but it is only 1 night. But traveling with 2 adults, 1 child, 2 babies, 1 with heavy medical needs is a feat, getting everything into 1 small suitcase. But we were able to do it, and it's just a last minute check on Friday for us to head out the next day. Something that I didn't realize until late Friday, and I almost had a whole heart attack, was that I forgot to call the groomer I forgot to call the vet clinic to let them know that we need to drop off the dog. So I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe it. I'm sitting there going over in my head a list of what needs to be done. And we were going to leave on Saturday, and no one was going to be there to watch the dog. So I had to make a quick call. Guys, I don't know what that is. Call vet for boarding. And luckily, they had room. So we just have to bring him in on Saturday in the morning. So as we move over to Saturday, first thing, 8 a.m. board Odin. While he was there, they asked us if we wanted to have him bathed, and I said yes, please. He also was due for some vaccinations, so I said yes, please. And these stickers are from a Dollar Tree planner pack, and I can link the haul of this planner pack, but this is what some of the sheets look like. And it comes with 2 sheets, lots of little icons, so if you have a pet, this one is very, very helpful. And Odin does not look like this. I don't know what kind of dog this is. He kind of looks like a Rottweiler. I can insert a picture, but this was the closest looking one. That's what I picked. So while he's being boarded, Odin is going to be groomed. It's pretty much just bathed and have his nails cut. He does not have long hair. He doesn't need to be trimmed. And then he also needs vaccines. And they're going to do a fecal, what is it called? Exam, I guess. But he's on dewormer and heart preventative and all of that. So I don't imagine that anything would go wrong. So also on Saturday, Olive has swim. So before we head off to go to Great Wolf Lodge, she actually has a swim assessment. I like using these, it's going to be really difficult to see with the light. I like using these LOL dolls for Olive because she loves them. She is obsessed, and they are really cute. So it's kind of up into Friday, but that's okay because it's my planner. So Olive has a swim assessment. Because I'm really behind in my planner, this is not so much planning ahead as memory planning. And like I said in my monthly video, she's not good at swimming, so she didn't do great with her assessment, and they do recommend that she redo beginner level swim class, which is perfectly fine. So yeah, that's that for her swim assessment. So after the swim assessment, we picked up my parents to come to swim with us, and we headed out. We loaded up in the car and head to Great Wolf Lodge. We've never been there before, but we really enjoyed ourselves, and we'll definitely go back. When we first got there, we stopped and had some lunch, and if anyone has heard about this place, you have heard that the food is expensive. We stopped and we got some burgers, and we got some fries. So we had lunch at Great Wolf Lodge, and the food was so yummy. It was really good food for the price. We even enjoyed the dinner that night. My husband got steak. I got roasted chicken and mashed potatoes. Olive got Alfredo and shrimp. So we had a great time. The only issue was sleeping. The Great Wolf Lodge facility was fine. The bed was really uncomfortable, but when I tell you, little man's pulse ox did not stop the whole night. There was nothing wrong with him. He had the time of his life, but everyone was so tired because we all slept in a family suite. Nobody slept. I was looking crazy the next day, and I needed the biggest amount of coffee. So Sunday, I am putting this coffee. Still so tired. The pulse ox going off woke Delilah up, so she was up throughout the night. Because she's exclusively breastfeeding and won't take a bottle, that means that I am up to feed her and comfort her, and I was just going to keel over. So we also went to the Great Wolf Lodge breakfast buffet. Buffet. And that was super yummy as well. Very convenient. There were people down there in their pajamas, you know, really getting comfortable. And so after that, we were trying to decide if we were going to go to a safari. So around there, they have a safari. And I had it on my itinerary that we decide if we're gonna go, and it was a nope. We were so tired and so dead. I don't have a little laundry icon. I just have this cleaning person. So we had to come home, and I had a list of things that I needed to do. I needed to do Olive's hair. Everyone needed to bathe because we went back into the water park Sunday morning, but we had already checked out of our room. So we needed to just change in the bathroom and come home. So everyone needed to bathe. And then we had tons of laundry with all of our dirty clothes. And that was our Sunday. That really capped out our week. I just pulled some of these little stickers, so I'm just going to put them in to kind of fill up the space. I can zoom out so we can see what this page is looking like. And let me open it up so we can see both pages together. When did I pulled a cupcake sticker. Okay, here's cupcakes for her class. I can put that here. And that's the full thing, guys. This is my completed weekly spread for the week of February 27th. And this is a spread in honor of my daughter's birthday. So thank you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Try, baby.